world, you know. There's some people in this country that need our help.
See you later. What is it?
That's the Libertines, Time for Heroes.
Oh, yeah. So, Carl, what a great day. Carl, he's done his, screen test. That's going back to, MTV now, to the big wigs to have a look at. Shouldn't mention wigs. We've had, Rockbusters. We've had, Educating Ricky. We had Educating Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Clary next week, so...
Yeah.
But you'll be back for the big Christmas spectacular.
Yeah, and that's that. I've not been happy today.
Go on, why?
If someone's listened for the first time today, it is normally better than this.
It's not.
No, it is. It is.
I don't think it is.
So,
I really don't think it is.
So that's that then. So I'll see you in
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Alright, enjoy yourself. Best of luck with MTV.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Okay.
See ya.
Cheers.
Eminem. Lose Yourself on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
know.
But not Carl Pilkington.
No, Carl, no.
He's gone back to Manchester, innit? It's better than London.
Yeah.
You don't know it, Manchester's better than London. Instead, Claire Sturgis.
Claire Sturgis round of applause for Claire,
thanks, yeah, thanks,
Yeah, the
yeah.
buses.
Yeah,
She's coming there in sort of the camouflage gear and is that quite trendy? Is that what the kids
Yeah,
are
do you know,
wearing?
it's funny. Someone actually
Or
mentioned that
are you
this
on
morning.
manoeuvres?
Yeah,
I am
exactly.
actually, taking time out this morning from what I normally do.
Sure.
I missed the second half, talking about that, of Celebrity Boot Camp.
I don't know what that
Coolio.
is it?
The fella from Milli Vanilli.
What, the one that's not dead?
Eh?
No, the one that killed himself, Steve.
Okay. No, I just want to clarify for people. A lot of people don't realise that one of them is dead.
Right.
I thought it was important to mention it.
Actually, yeah, I didn't know.
I'll be honest with you, I hadn't thought it through.
No.
It was a piece of interesting Milli Vanilli trivia that I had, and I wanted to slip it in.
It wasn't really trivia, because it was a question. You went, what? The one who's not
What I'm
dead.
saying, because I could have found a more tactful way of bringing up the death of one of Milli Vanilli, because I think there's a lot of people out there now upset, maybe Claire
Actually,
didn't
yeah,
realise.
people who didn't know.
That's quite a shock. I didn't see, I mean, I should have sat people down.
Who died? Vanilli or Millie?
I think it was Millie.
No,
Right,
it's
okay.
Vanilli. What?
I don't know,
No, but I didn't know.
that
I'm
is-
guessing, actually, I'm guessing.
What
Well, no, I'm
about
not
that?
confusing Milli Vanilli and Scritti Politti, because I mean, that is a danger.
Oh no, you're thinking of the fellow out of Grumple Palumple. He was amazing.
He was amazing. It's a great shame that he
Grumple
talked himself.
Palumple, they're not around this. Anyway, cool, we've got some great tunes lined up. We're gonna play today, our favourite singles
It's
of the
a
year.
favourite tune, some of which
Tune,
didn't
yeah.
quite make it as singles maybe, but tunes of the year, because obviously Christmas very soon and we'll be away for a short time.
I think next week we'll be doing our favourite Christmas songs of all time.
Yeah, I'm worried we're not going to fill 2 hours with that. I mean, how many times can you play Shakin' Stevens before...
Fairies Out of New York.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's
There it
the
is
only
again.
one, isn't it, really?
That's the best one. That's the best Christmas
That one's
song
good,
ever.
but obviously there's Joni Mitchell's The River, that starts with a kind of Christmassy
Beautiful,
feel.
beautiful.
I don't think if there's anything else, not a great deal.
The
so this
Waitresses,
is
Christmas wrapping.
that one?
Is that
Favourite
brilliant?
of mine.
Is that good?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is Christmas. John Lennon. Paul McCartney came out with Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
Christmas time, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
so John's was Happy Christmas War is over.
Yeah.
Of course it wasn't, but
Hey, but I mean, at least he wanted
no,
to be.
he was dreaming of it. He was dreaming of it.
Yeah. That's, I mean, and,
bless him.
and to show how much
I
he
don't.
hated
John
war.
Lennon's dead as well. I don't know if anyone's.
Yeah, no, they do
Oh, yeah,
know
that's
that.
just another bit of
I
rock and roll
like
trivia.
John's protest against war. He stayed in bed for a week.
Yeah.
I've been doing that. I've been protesting against war for ages.
Yeah,
I'm eating hamburgers
Yeah, absolutely.
against war.
Absolutely.
I just got into Burger King on the way here. I went into the counter.
But of course, that's not. I mean, not product placement there. And there's a number of other burger joints that people may wish to go to if
I'm
they
from
choose.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
I'm from
exactly,
McDonald's. But I went into Burger King because it's close. And I went in there.
It's convenient, but then often McDonald's will be convenient. I mean,
Convenient. McDonald's is just as convenient. Depends where you are.
Just as convenient depending where you are.
And I said, can I have a cheeseburger and small fries? Take away, please. And he recognised me. He went, oh, I've seen you on telly enough one, yeah? He went, there's your meal, sir. I went, thanks. He winked and went, I'll put large fries in.
Brilliant.
So that's
So, but I love it.
So it's paying off. At last, true genius is being rewarded
But I'm just
by the
intrigued to
burger
know,
joints.
because I mean, there's been a couple of times where I've been with you, and we've gone to a restaurant and someone's given you a free meal or whatever.
I
And it's the
know.
way that it's like you don't ask for it; it's
No.
just kind of offered. But I don't know what they're expecting in return.
Nothing.
I mean, do they
Nothing.
think that you'll go away and you'll always think fondly of your Chad
I
who
think,
works
I
in
think
Burger
they
King?
I just think they think, oh, I don't know, they make
I'm
like
going to give him a little treat.
Yeah, I know, I don't like it, but then I'm always grateful, and I never...
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm slightly embarrassed.
Did
but-
anyone around you hear what had happened?
No.
Because I imagine the resentment, just the whole room
No,
turning
they
on
didn't.
you.
I had to go around telling them.
Yeah,
I went and said, excuse me, did you hear that? He goes, no, I go, he just gave me the free thing because I'm on the telly. And I went,
Yeah.
I don't recognise. I went, you don't recognise me?
I'm terrified now that that someone could be listening at Burger King HQ. You know, I'm
that
assuming
little
this
fella-
is an unorthodox procedure.
and
you
that
know.
little fella's got
But
fired.
we know they know it's Leicester Square now because I just mentioned it, so they know which Burger King it is.
Oh my god. I don't know.
What was his name?
Ralph Littleton. He had a name badge.
Yeah.
Number 342.
Well, I just hope Littleton doesn't get in trouble.
So, what are we going to
that
play
could be a
first?
sad Christmas for him. He's probably keeping his whole family afloat.
Bit of Springsteen.
Well, tunes of the year. I mean, I know people dismiss Springsteen, but as I say, the gig I went to see earlier in the year, I made it. in the
Sturgis
end.
couldn't
It was
believe we were going to
quite
play Springsteen.
brilliant.
She
I
was-
just think, you know, leave aside what you think is cool and trendy and the fact that he's older now or whatever else.
Really?
Just leave all that behind
Yeah.
and just listen to the tunes because, you know, he remains a great musician. Let's play it.
Lonesome Day?
Lonesome Day is the current single and it's the first track on the album. And,
free chips.
that's brilliant, the boss.
Do we care if it's trendy?
I don't
we're,
care.
We're like Huey. Oh, we can't.
Can we?
No.
Oh, come on, the power of love.
No.
Oh.
It's a curious thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes one man
leave, makes another man sing. I don't know what's going on there. It's weird, isn't it?
It's strange.
Oh, flipping heck.
Yeah.
Springsteen there.
Yeah, no, obviously he's playing again next year sometime.
I
and,
bet even trendy people thought, well, yeah, it's alright.
But,
yeah.
I mean, I'll
I
tell
bet
you-
they wanted to rock. I bet they wanted to drive along a freeway.
Well, I
with
think you've got to be hard pushed to turn over the channel if you're driving and that's playing. Who wouldn't want to be driving a car while that's playing? You
Yeah.
know, down an open freeway.
we are sounding. I know there's a little bit of irony in it, but we are sounding like Dr. Fox. Did you see? Did you see the final of Fame Academy?
No, I don't watch Fame Academy. I'm
Foxy got in there. He was in the audience.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
How did
not
Foxy
enough
work
being on Pop Idol. He was in there. And do you know who was sitting next to him?
Next to
in
Foxy?
disguise.
In disguise?
In disguise, he had a little beard and a woolly hat on, looked like a bad drawn boy. Mackenzie Crook.
Really?
And we had to, we taped it, yeah, everyone went, it is, and we taped it, and he was there. So he's back from America.
Is
and
it
he-
obviously a false beard?
No, I think he's...
Is he befriended Foxy? do you
I
think?
don't
Are
know.
they hanging out together
We're gonna
now
see
on
him
the honk?
tonight. We're gonna see
What
him
was he
tonight.
doing in the States then? What was he doing?
He's doing a
that's-
film,
yeah,
so
no,
it's-
in
yeah.
fact, he probably is wearing a beard. He plays, we can't say too much about it, but he's playing a pirate, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd make a good pirate.
Yeah, exactly. So far he's been cast as a pirate and a ghost, which seems to make sense.
Oh, dear.
So, I'll be probably pumping in for information about Foxy, because, you know, I'm a big fan of Foxy's, you know.
I know.
Both a DJ and a medical man.
I like the way that you got Pumping and Foxy in the same sentence.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I loved him.
Calm down.
Did you just say you're going to see him tonight? Is it Comedy Wars tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the big
it's so
do, yeah,
exciting.
yeah.
You're going, obviously.
Yeah.
What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Very boring, I'm afraid.
What?
Very traditional tuxedos. aren't we?
Tuxedos. We went shopping together and bought them. It's quite sad. I don't know. I should have said that. Lost a certain degree of rock and roll
It
cool.
was
No,
funny
that's
because I
good.
went straight in. I went 42 chest, 36, 30 leg. I mean, that's fine, right? Steve, I had to stay there looking at Steve trying about 9 jackets so the arms weren't too short.
Yeah.
I suggested at one point go down to London Zoo and see what the Gibbons wear because it's every single
Those little jackets you see them wear when there's an organ grinder. Now, who's making those?
I'm one of those.
Yeah.
6'9".
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Have you got the cummerbunds and things? You've got.
Well, this is the thing. My father phoned up. You know, I have conversations with my parents, which are always they'll phone up and it'd be like, "Oh, how's it going? What are you having for tea? What are you having for tea? Probably having a lovely. I'll probably have a spaghetti bolognese tonight, Dad. Oh yeah. What have you had, Dad? Oh, your mother just made a lovely lasagna, Steve. Yeah, just eating that." I mean, it literally, that's the conversation. It's like, yeah, I think every parent is just, they're just interested in food that you've eaten, food you're planning to eat, food you've enjoyed in the past, because they just want to know you're eating.
That is
And then,
genius.
have you got enough vitamin C? Got enough vitamin C tablets? Because I can always send you some. I can buy them myself, Dad. I'll send you some. It's not a problem. Dad, I don't need to. So anyway, he says, what have you done? You know, and I'm trying to think. I think to myself, he'll be impressed if I bought a tuxedo. I say, I bought a tuxedo.
Will he like that? Yeah.
He said, you bought a tuxedo. Why didn't you rent it? I said, well, it was quite cheap. It went out cheap. Told him the price. He went, no, it's not bad, not bad. Elaine! You just bought a tuxedo! You just bought a tuxedo, Elaine! Yeah! He said, have you got a cummerbund? I said,
Cummerbund.
a cummerbund. I said, do I need a cummerbund? He said, well, you're gonna be dancing?
Like he knows the
Like he
rules.
knows, like he's some kind of, like, I don't know the man's ever worn a suit, let alone a tuxedo. What does he know about?
love your dad.
Gonna be dancing? I just had the idea of him being at some kind of do, and right, Elaine, jacket's off, cummerbund's on,
Hold
time
on.
for a dance.
You know cummerbund? You wear it over your braces then? Because those things are... Because you're not wearing a belt, I assume.
No, you wear it under the braces, I think.
No, you
do
don't.
you? I don't
wear
know.
it over it, don't you?
Over the belt, but braces is different.
There's no belt.
Well, no, if
There's no belt in a tuxedo, is there?
No, you're right. No, you're right. It is over the braces.
Sorry, how many people tuned to XFM are worrying about the etiquette of
No,
cummerbund?
but this is important because the Comedy Awards, which is going on, it's live tonight.
Yeah, I
isn't
know,
it?
yeah. Well, that's
But I'll tell you
why
this, Rick, I tried on the tuxedo voice and I got a new shirt as well. I look like James Bond. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I do
I
look like
can't
James Bond.
wait.
I look exactly like him. It's uncanny. It is uncanny.
Really? Because the bloke in there said you look like a lanky streak of piss, and I looked good.
No.
No, he did.
Because as you were walking out the shop, he called me back in and said, "You know that."
I know, that was for show. That was for show. Because when the very last time when you
He
were
said you looked like Oddjob. He said you looked like Oddjob.
No, he said
you looked like Blofeld.
He said when you were definitely on the tube. He said
you looked like Blowjob. He said you looked like
streak
Blowjob.
of piss with a stupid gingery blonde hair.
He said you look like a combination of Blofeld and Oddjob. You look like Blowjob. He said
is a lanky twat.
He said Blowjob to me.
Richard Ashcroft on XFM 104.9. That's in the top 5 for me, the singles of the year so far. Well, yeah, we're talking about, what are we talking about? Comedy Awards, your dad, Cummerbund.
My father's cummerbund.
I'm sure it is over the braces, I think.
Yeah, well, if anyone knows that, if anyone knows the kind of, rules.
So, are you actually wearing
cultural
one?
rules.
Are you actually wearing
A cummerbund? Well, I asked him, he
No.
said no, he said don't bother.
No,
but then
don't
I'm
bother.
thinking, what if I dance? What if I do some grooving later?
You shouldn't.
Why not?
Well, I've seen you dance
Don't
before.
give me that.
No.
Don't give me that.
No, wait. It's not that you're not
That
a good
dance you did in
dancer.
the office, that's your best dancing.
No, it's not that you're not a bad dancer. It's that I've seen you hit people in the face with your elbow.
So
Because
there's always going to be casualties.
Actually, Rick,
if someone's busting a good move, it's murder on the dance floor.
I've danced with Steve.
Have you?
At one of indie discos at uni.
There you are, you've never forgotten.
And he's good. He's
I am
alright.
big, I know, yeah.
He is
I
actually
think the only
alright.
problem is because
you
I'm
were
so
in the
tall.
bar, but he was
Because I'm so
alright.
tall, I do tend to tower like 2 foot above everyone else, and that does make me look slightly
freakish.
Yeah, I wasn't going to use that word, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So I do feel slightly self-conscious.
why
so
don't you hold them? Why don't you carry them when you're dancing with them? So they're...
Well, no, but the thing is
Because
because
then you could dance with Jeanette Cranky and still not look
Sure.
too weird.
Sure, but
that
the thing
would
is,
be weird, wouldn't it? You holding Jeanette Cranky and dancing with her. Would that be weird?
I think we've all had that fantasy. But what I tend to do is because I'm conscious that everyone is kind of can see me and that I'm sort of, you know, I'm quite visible on the dance floor. What I'll tend to do is maybe dance on any kind of podium that they might have in some of the bigger dance
Sure.
clubs, or you know, any kind of stage. I just get out there, bust some moves.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, you know, I may as well put myself on public display.
Yeah.
Rather than just people think.
Because then you're going, look, I know what I look like.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
proud
how
of
great
it.
I look. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know.
No, because it's, you know, that's your opinion if you don't think it, but that's again a lot of jealousy. I mean, a lot of what you say is jealousy.
He went for the normal shirt. I went for the wing collar. I just thought I might as well.
I do like a wing collar, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
What
thought-
about a proper bow tie?
I
You have to tie yourself.
I went a bit berserk. I even bought Union Jack cufflinks because it's the British Comedy Awards.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
I mean, you're earning so much cash now that you don't know what to do with it, aren't you? Really? I mean, no, I mean, I don't know
Union Jack
what it is you're
cufflinks.
spending on, but yeah.
I said how much. I said not expensive enough.
Exactly.
I said I'm going to give you an extra tenner.
I got to
Is
get rid
it
of it.
true? Talking about when his dad said that, and then you told me something that I find amazing.
Oh, well,
Your
the thing is, yeah, it's Christmas, obviously I've got to go back to Bristol. I love seeing my family. Well, yeah, I do. But it means I see my grandparents, who are, you know, brilliant people. I mean, lovely people, but mental. I mean, utterly mental. And they've taken now to, there must be sort of 80 apiece. And it is quite an old age, but they're fairly good health, relatively speaking. And, they just spend their time in bed. I mean, that's all they do, is that's their profession, they've retired to go to bed. And they spend all the time in bed. I tell you what they're like that old guy, they're like all that old family in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, none of them had got up
Yeah.
for like 25 years.
Yeah.
And they,
But you said that they go to bed and they go to sleep, but then when they wake up, what they do is put an extra pillow, so they're slightly more upright, and that's
Yeah.
them in the day
that's
in
their,
bed.
that's
Right,
their,
so
that's their
that's active.
daytime
Yeah.
thing.
But they get up and cook and stuff.
Well, what they do is they've got about 6 teeth between them. I mean, my grandmother needs false teeth, but refuses to go and have the old ones extracted and the false teeth fitted. So she's working with about 3 or 4 teeth.
Oh.
My grandfather had false teeth given to him during the war.
Wooden ones.
Well, it was plastic teeth on a wooden pallet, right, that sits at the top of the mouth. He's still got the wooden pallet, but most of the teeth have come off. So there's about 4 teeth left, 4 false teeth. He's got a set of false teeth that make him look like he needs false teeth. I mean, that's pretty bizarre. So the problem is that they have to get up. They get up about 7 in the morning to put on, say, you know, some beef or lamb, whichever they're going to cook. They put it on at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, so that by the time they eat it at 6 at night, they can use the phrase, this is what a good meal is for my grandparents, if they can use the phrase, oh, that's lovely, you could suck it away. You could suck it away. Who wants that from a roast dinner? You may as well blend it up and serve it as a broth.
I don't want that phrase coming from old people without teeth.
No, indeed.
Because it must remind you of your rent boy days.
Exactly. It brings it all flooding back.
Oh,
you know.
God. Flooding's the word. Should we play a record before we get really disgusting about your grandparents and blowjobs? That was the worst thing
we've said the word blowjob far too many times today.
And in the same sentence as you, I can't believe.
Anyway.
And it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Don't forget what Christmas is about.
Come on, spare a thought for the underprivileged people.
Yeah.
Steve, is it Ben Queller? Do you want to play
I love a bit of Ben Queller. I don't know, are you a fan?
I love him.
Yeah, well, this is a cracking tune.
Okay.
And, and I think we'll enjoy that. Let's just
slam dunk it.
Why don't we just stop and think about what we've done? I'll tell you, they do spend so much time in bed that they actually, I'm sure more will have to sing. Ben Queller, in
That's
other words.
fantastic. That ending is, oh God, it's like Ben Folds 5 bit of old out, and that's great.
You had him in session, didn't you, Claire?
Yeah.
Did you meet him, or did you? Because he's quite young, isn't he?
He's very young. He came in about 6 months ago to do something for John Kennedy, and also a session for me, and I repeated it this week as the best of the year sessions because he did 3 songs, stunning stuff.
It's just him and the piano, was it, or him and a guitar?
It was just him. Yeah. Him with a couple of instruments. Stunning. And also he did a Dingwalls gig for XFM listeners, and the reaction from the listeners phoning up trying to get tickets was incredible. It really has touched a nerve.
Yeah.
Well, like you say, Ricky, I mean, it's really.
It's great.
Well, I was just saying, we were talking, there's a kind of lack of music that sort of seems to be making use of instruments and just the sound you can make with a piano and a guitar and drums, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's so invigorating, and you get kind of stuff like, you know, the Streets and whatever else, or, you know, kind of hip-hop and stuff, and I love the fact that a lot of, pleased to see Miss Dynamite on Top of the Pops last night using a live band. Really made their whole sort of R&B sound really exciting.
Better than the other one. Yeah.
Anyway, that's us being Muso.
That's us being terribly Muso, I like
that's us
that.
being Muso for the year.
That's enough of that.
Well, we are playing our favourite records.
Well, it's nice to be able to talk sensibly without Carl interrupting with some gibberish. I mean, bless him, bless him.
I don't see it as gibberish.
He's probably listening on Sky or something.
Yeah, 864, channel 864, or around the world on xfm.co.uk. Get that in.
Is that what you have to do? What do you do today? You just go into the website, do you?
Go into the website, and click on.
I never get things like that to work on my computer.
Or you can go and check out the webcam, obviously, and see me in my camouflage gear.
Yeah, you won't see you, will you?
You won't see me, no.
Now, so what do you do? Just go into the website, and what does it say? Play live online?
Yeah, listen
And it's just like listening down the phone line?
Yeah.
I sound like I've come from the 19th
Yeah, exactly.
don't I?
You come from the 19th century. What's this?
I'm not very, I was going to say something then, but I can't.
Can we just very quickly, before we move on, because I'm getting very excited about the Comedy Awards. Now, I know what you're wearing, and you've got a table with all your mates there. Is Jonathan Ross doing it again?
Yeah, that's why it's my favourite.
And,
I hate awards. I do honestly hate them, but this is actually an event because it's Jonathan Ross. It's just.
Well, I was talking to someone about it, and I might mention it before, but we did an award ceremony. We went to an award ceremony last year where everything was sponsored by corporate groups, you know, by businesses or by, you know, different. It was a kind of, everything was sponsored, and I swear to God, the pudding was sponsored by Electrolux.
Yeah.
And I'd never eaten a pudding before sponsored by anyone, and it was, you know, it was a very odd affair. That I thought that was very strange because it seemed as though corporate people had paid for a table so that so when we came out, someone came on stage and said, "Well, we've got a lovely a wonderful collection of celebrities here this evening."
Oh,
do you remember
that? And it was, please be upstanding for your chairman, Tom O'Connor. We were made to give Tom O'Connor a standing ovation.
We had to stand up so we could give Tom O'Connor, former presenter of Crosswits, a standing ovation. We're talking about the cream of British TV talent, giving him a stand up. Not that he doesn't deserve it, I'm sure he's a great entertainer. But I think Sir Cliff was there, wasn't he?
Seen the back of the stage this week?
I don't want to talk about it, it's too embarrassing.
Right.
Tom O'Connor's on there, thanking Mel Young, the BBC, for giving him a part in Doctors.
Yeah.
I love that. He had to take out a whole
page.
so sweet.
He obviously spent the fee being paid for the show. He's just so pleased to be back on TV.
What an advert! He said,
Yeah.
A whole page
Yeah,
thanking the
it's
BBC for having him back on telly. but we're laughing, but it's going to happen to you in about a year's time.
Exactly. Oh God.
I just want to know, bad behaviour. Who do you think's going to behave badly this year?
And Barrymore
Yeah.
throwing his monitor.
That was
Was
funny.
it? The Hearn. What was she? Oh, she
you-
said
There's
about
not any of the
Deadlock.
kind of. There's not really any.